Hello, this is about how you have identified the steps in writing a research report, and now when you write a research report, there should be a particular layout or a structure of how you write a present your research. That is, a research report consists of have a particular layout or a structure. There are steps in writing a research, but the layout is different from that of the steps. Layout is finally your research report, something which is very tangible. That research report, there should be a structure. That is what I was trying to mention. There should be a structure. So coming to that particular area of layout in a research report, basically a research report consists of three important areas. You should be able to divide the entire report into three areas. The first area being the preliminary pages. Preliminary pages. It doesn't speak about anything relating any detail, extra details other than the title relating to your report. So preliminary pages is the first area. Second area is the crucial area, which we call it as the main text, and the last area is the end matter. So these are the three important areas or in the layout of a research report. Preliminary pages, the main text, and the third one is the end matter. So coming to the preliminary pages, what are all the things you may know what are all the things that comes under the preliminary pages. The first page, the title, who has done it, under whose guidance it is being done, to whom it is being submitted, all the details. A title page with the date, when have you done it. So it contains a title page, the title, the basic details about the report. Then it contains acknowledgements in the form of preface or foreword. Then there will be a table of contents followed by list of tables, list of figures, list of illustrations, etc. So these are the things which comes under what is called the preliminary pages. Then coming to the main area of the layout is the main text. So without these three areas, your research report will not be complete. There should be this particular, these three areas are very important. So now the next area is the main text. Here the main text provides the complete outline of the research report with all the details. So it is the complete outline of what the researcher have done it. The title is again repeated in the top in the first page, followed by details on page numbers consequently. Then each main section of the report will begin in a new page. There will be subsections, etc. So the main text consists of 5 important areas. You should be able to have a layout like that. It should have 5 important areas. One is introduction to the study. Second is introduction is you are going to define basically the project proposal or the proposal which you have developed is all coming as part of the introduction. That is, your introduction speaks about the purpose of the you are doing this particular project or the particular study, research, etc., the scope, the objectives, the problems identified, whether the problem is worth investigating, hypothesis which you have developed as a result of that, the methodology which you have adopted here, how the study is carried out, what is your primary data, what is your secondary data, what is the research instrument you used, which are the types of tools you have applied, all the things, and how did you do your analysis. All the things which comes under what is called the introduction part. All the literature review which you have done it, the theoretical review which you have developed, what are all the variables which you have identified, how did you frame your questions, everything. What are the statistical tests, how did you apply the statistical test, all these things comes under the part of introduction. That is almost 60% of your entire study will be part of the introduction area. So after you introduce that, the next area in your main text is your statement of findings, and recommendation. The first area is introduction. You introduce everything regarding your project or your study. The second area is statement of findings and recommendations. Based upon your analysis, what are all the findings, what are all the recommendations. you quantitatively express all the findings, you give the recommendations based upon the your negative findings or something which has to be improved, etc. So this is the second area, statement of findings and recommendations. The third area is the results. So when it comes to findings and recommendations, basically it should be little bit in a non-technical language so that it can be understood by all the people. Whatever findings and recommendations you list, it should be little bit non-technical so that any people from any stream will be able to understand that. So it should also be in a summarized form also, not a too lengthy area. It should be summarized, it should be shown in tables, you should have a small figure which can represent your findings, etc. If you have two bigger or a larger number of values with you, you can plot a curve and also show that the findings. It should be easily understood by all the people. So that is important thing. After making your findings and suggestions and important areas, few of you will not include in your research is the result area, but it is very important that you do your result in a separate entity. In your findings and suggestions, actually your result comes there, but it cannot be called as a complete result of your study. So result will have the interpretations from the researcher, then only it becomes what is called a result. If you don't have any interpretation, if you have only your findings and suggestions, you will stop with this particular area, statement of findings and recommendations, then you go to a conclusion, but that will not make a good research report. You need to do a separate area which is called the results. Result is a detailed presentation of the findings with supporting data in the form of tables, chart, along with validation of results, which will be forming as the main part of your text area in your layout of your research report. That is all the statistical summary. In findings you try to summarize it, but in a result table you need to include the validation of the result also. You can interpret the result, you can show additional information about the results of your findings, etc. So that should be deposited in the area which is called the result. That is, when you have done your research in the introduction area, you might have approached various research questions. You are going to address that. The answers to that research questions should be reflected in the result area. You can develop an answer only when you have your correct findings. From the findings only you are able to validate that particular finding in the form of result, and you are equipped enough to answer the research question which you have done in your introduction area. So this is very important part in a layout of a research, the result area. And another important area after the research is implications of the research. That is, as a researcher, what are all the things you have studied from this particular research? That is, how can you evoke interest in the reader? Will he be able to find something interesting from your research? So that is called the implications of the research. That is, a general reader is interested in basically finding the implications of, he may not be interested to see the findings of your research, but he will be interested to see what are the implications of your research, how your research is different from other researchers, what are all the positive things you have shown out from this particular research, what is new in this research, what is unique in the research. All these things speaks about the implications of the result. It includes the statement of inferences drawn from the present study, the conditions of the present study, the relevant questions, something which is unanswered and which can be taken as part of the next research will also be reflected in the implications of the result. And the last area in the main text is the summary. That is, you need to conclude the research with a brief summary. Sometimes everyone will not have sufficient time to go through the entire thing. So you need to have a brief summary of the research which you have done it. So that's area is called the summary area. You will have a briefing of the research problem, methodology, major findings, and the conclusions drawn from your research study. So that is the important areas, 5 important areas in the main text: introduction, finding and suggestion, results, implications of the research, and the summary. The last area of the research layout is end matter. First area is preliminary pages, second area is main text, which consists of 5 important areas, and the last area is the end matter. End matter consists of all the data details which you have collected as part of your research. Your questionnaire will be a part of the end matter. Your sample information, screenshots, etc. can be part of the end matter. Your mathematical derivations will be part of the end matter. The bibliography will be part of the end matter. Indexing, that is alphabetical listing of names, places, topics with the number of pages in a book, report, etc. will also be part of the end report. So end report is, when it comes to our project, we have the questionnaire, we have the bibliography. Then we may have the mathematical equations which we developed, etc. should also come as the appendix. For financial projects, we will be taking the balance sheets. If you have taken the balance sheets and doing an analysis, the balance sheet of those should be put it up as an end matter. So this is the basic layout which one should follow when you write a research report. The layout consists of 3 areas. The first one is the beginning pages, or we call it as the preliminary pages. Then we have the main text with introduction, statement of findings and recommendations, then the result, implications of the result, and the summary. And the last area is the end matter, which consists of your appendixes, that is your bibliography part, your questionnaire, etc. All these forms the part of the end matter. So with this, we are finishing the area which is relating to how to write a research report, steps in research report, layout of a research report. Thank you.